You kidding? Oh,
Yeah. I used the air, so let's see how this thing gonna work because it was acting crazy a second ago.
was it
So
better with the air?
I'm on it and I use the air, so we gonna see how long it's gonna
No.
act. We gonna see.
Okay.
If it start acting up, then you'll know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say let you
Did
know.
some stuff come out of it?
I didn't see none come out.
It's probably in the casing. You probably gonna have to get that up out of there. You're gonna have to unscrew it and get it up out of there. But it's all right.
Hey y'all, come on in. Happy Sunday. Hey, 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 everybody.
Hello. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button on the way in. We appreciate it.
Hello, 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 everybody.
Hey, 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 hey. Y'all come on. Come on in. Come on in.
Tan just so eager, y'all.
Oh, really? You hunty.
I'm so eager.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys had a great Sunday and a great weekend and are gearing up to have a productive week.
Hey, Danita. She said, hello, Queen. Hey, Knitting
Hey,
Crochet. She says, hello. Hey, Queen Onwe. She says, hi, beautiful two chicks.
hey,
Hey, Angelia. She says, hello, ladies. It's been a minute. Welcome back, Queen. Hey, Lisa. She says, hello, Tank
hey,
Girl and chat. Hey, Melody. She says, hello, ladies.
hey,
Hey,
hey.
is it Monica or Monica? Or Moni, maybe Moni. Hey Moni, she says good evening everyone. We says hi to everybody in the chat. Angelia says Atlanta, Georgia in the house. Hey
Hey.
Choctaw Chief. She says peace out. Hey Sassy's world. She says good evening. We says Tam, beautiful hairstyle.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we appreciate that.
Hey Lene, she says good evening, Carl.
Hey.
Choctaw says paying me to sleep. That's my favorite hobby.
Amen. Amen.
Melody says, I love the title. I'm unusual, so this should be great. It's 110 here, ain't doing much. Oh, okay. Lene says, good evening, Carol and Tan. And she says, happy Sunday.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
Queen Kim. She says, hello to everyone. Thank you, Lene. She says, like and share. We says, you are welcome. Hey, Miss Chris. She says, good
Hey,
evening.
hey.
Hey, Queen Vanita. She says, hello to Chicks and Chat family. Hope everyone had a fantastic day and stayed cool. She says, still liking and sharing in South Carolina.
All
Thank you.
right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Danita says, hello, Onwe. Onwe says, yes, love the title as well. um, Queen Chocolate. She says, I think you're saying, hey, y'all. Hey,
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 hey.
hey. Danita said 3002. Sharon says, God, glorious evening, beautiful and bountiful blessings.
Hey, hey.
She says to everyone, my seated position in the heavenly places with my dear Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, my righteousness. Okay, Queen. Queen Chocolate Cooler. She says, hey everyone, it's been a minute. Welcome back. Hey Lavon.
Hey, hey.
Hey, she says, good evening, ladies. Welcome back. Hey, King Alex. He says, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, Tan and Carl.
Hey.
Congrats to all the wins.
Great.
Um,
Hey, y'all.
she says, hi, Danita.
Hey. Hope y'all had a great week last week. It was our first week of school. Our kids went back. So,
Hey, risk taker. She
see.
says, hey, from Cincinnati. Hey, Soul Healing. She says, hello, everyone. Many blessings to all. Hey,
Hey,
Queen T. She says, hello, everyone. Y'all come on in and hit the like button. We do have an unusual side hustle that we will be talking about at the end of the live stream. Hey, Queen Kizzy. How are you, Queen?
Hey.
She says, hi, two chicks in chat tuning in for class. Okay. She says, like and share. Okay,
Thank
Queen.
you.
Got your pen and paper ready, huh? We about to have classes in session.
Yeah. Any?
Yep, class is in session. Hey, Queen Sharon. She says, I just shared this great YouTube live broadcast with my Facebook family and friends. Thank you. Hey,
Oh, thank you,
Stephanie.
Queen.
Hey, Queen. She says, hey, Tan and Carolyn. Hey to everybody. Hey,
Hey.
Leah Love and Laugh. She says, hey. Choctaw says, liked and shared. Thank you. Kizzy says, always, my pen and paper is ready. She says, I never know what I might hear that will help.
Yeah. Thank
Danita
you.
says, became an empty nester last year, Tan. She says, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen.
I'm working my way. Yeah. Oh. All right. Carrie, you ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we are going to get started. For those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who are not new, welcome back and thank you for joining us again. I am TNG.
And I am Carl.
And together we are two chicks with the side hustle. On this channel, we post remote jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. So basically what we do is we help you make money from home or through side gigs and side hustles. And if you don't know what a side gig and side hustle is, it is something that you can do on your own time. It usually does not require a resume. You don't have to fill out an application. You basically sign up and start making money. We talk about those. We have a great group of kings and queens, which that is all they do. They do not have a regular, what we call brick and mortar or 9 to 5 work from home position. They only do side gigs and side hustles, and they come on this live every time we hit the live button to give their tips, tricks, and also their advice on doing the side gigs and side hustles and earning a full-time income. So thank you to those of you who come and share your experiences. Carol and myself have been doing some type of work from home since 2006, and we created our blogs as well as our social media platforms to help people like you who want to work from home or want to learn how to do side gigs and side hustles but do not have the resources. We provide resources, we provide information, as well as people who come to these lives. If you have any questions, if you are new, type I'm new in the live. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat, because that is the way we answer questions. We don't have time to go through emails and things like that. So we provide this time to answer questions. So if you have any questions, if you are new and you're just trying to figure out what we're talking about, I would suggest you grab a pen and a piece of paper, like the young lady said in the chat. Grab a pen and a piece of paper, because there will be a lot of information flying around here. There will be a lot of information that you probably will want to go back and look at. There will be links in the chat, so make sure you click on the link, screenshot, do what you need to do, but go and research the things that we talk about, and then come back on the next live and ask all the questions you want, because again, we are here to help you succeed. So if you are new here, again, type I'm new in the chat. If you have any good news that you would like to share, if you made any money, if you got an interview, if you start doing a side hustle, put it in the chat so we can celebrate you. Otherwise, Carol will be reading the chat and we will get to the 8 companies at the end of the live. Thank you for joining us.
Drea, she says, hi, everyone. Liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Anita says, hello, everyone. I liked and shared. Thank you. Alex says, y'all get on ProMark. He says, I'm working there now and getting paid to get hung up on laughing.
Wow.
Well, congrats, King.
All right. You want to talk about them, Carol? You want to talk about?
I got the link. Hang on
Okay.
1 second.
So
ProMark Research. I got the link.
Okay, so what ProMark Research, we did a live or a video, I can't remember which one, a week or two ago, talking about political surveys. And what a political survey is basically you will be calling from a dialer. You don't have to dial the numbers usually, and you will just basically doing surveys asking people either to vote for someone or how would they vote, or it may be a range of topics. But basically, you are reading from a script. You are paid to read from a script. And if the people hang up on you, oh, well, so swell. So it is a great way if you want to make extra money. What company was that? ProMark. There are several companies that do the political surveys. ProMark is one of them on the list. I don't know who else on the list, Carol. I forget.
GMRS, that one is hiring too.
Okay. So if you are new, make sure you click on the link Carol just put in the chat. If you are looking for easy work from home, if you are looking for part-time work from home, these companies are hiring part-time. These companies do have evening work. So if you're looking for something that is really easy, that you don't have to think about, that you are just basically reading, this is a great gig to have. It is not a full-time, all the time income, but again, during voting seasons, these jobs are plentiful. So grab you a company or 2 or 3 and check them out. Great gig to work if you are looking for something. There is a company on there that pays weekly. I don't know about ProMark or GMS Research. Is VeerFast on there?
Yeah.
VeerFast. VeerFast is on there. So if you are looking for something part-time at night, like 5 to 9, what else, Carol? About 8, 9 o'clock?
Yeah, they shut down about 9.
Yep, shut down about 9. I would try these companies on the link. They are actively hiring because there are a lot of people in America that are doing voting. It's a lot of primaries and whatever you call it. I don't know.
Primary election.
Yeah. Secondary. I don't know if it's secondary. I don't know the name of all that. But again, if you're looking for something and you know, those are some good companies to do.
Yeah, I put the link in the chat if you guys are interested. Some of them are state specific, so make sure you check first to see if they hire in your state before you apply. ProMark is, GMRS is, and VeerFast, they are as well. Danita says, hello, Drea. Choctaw says, since I retired after 30 tormented years, I'm ready to do something easy.
That is easy. The political research, very easy.
Thank you, Leah of Love and Land. She says, liked and shared.
Thank you, Queen.
Sharon says, Queen Carol and Queen Tan, I like both of y'all's hairstyles. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Appreciate the love. Queen Lillian, hey. She says, hey, family and chat. Autism Mommy, hey. She says, happy Sunday. Y'all show some love by liking and sharing this video. Lillian says, liked and shared. Sharon says, I just came off a webinar regarding getting government contracts and getting high-level security clearances. I would like your thoughts about this program.
I don't know about, hold on. Let me read it, Carol. what are you, first of all, what are you getting the contracts for? And are you paying for the security clearance? And are you, if you, because those are expensive, and if you pay for it, are you guaranteed a contract? See, that's my thing. A lot of people who do that type of information, and I'm not saying everyone, I'm a little skeptical of, because are they going to help you actually get the contracts? Are you going to actually be awarded the contracts? Um, and that's a lot of, it's very intricate, and you have to follow a lot of precise rules when it comes to the government contracts and clearances, because I know someone who has a high level security clearance, and you have to make sure everything is straight, and the people they contact, you have to make sure that they're going to say great things about you, because you know that's a lot of work. I don't know too much about it. I do know a little bit about grants, and things like that, but not a lot about government contracts as far as somebody else getting them. I just don't know enough about it to say, but I do know that people do offer information about that. And I'm just a little skeptical when it comes to that. I grew up around government type stuff, and I know that that is a lot. People can't tell you everything about that unless you're in that world. So, yeah, I would be kind of skeptical about that. And again, I grew up around a lot of government stuff, seeing a lot of government work. So I would be a little skeptical about it myself, but that's just me.
Lillian, she says, "Hey, autism mommy." Queen T says, "Liked and shared." Danita says, "Oh well, so swell." Sharon, I did a mega list of part-time jobs about 4 days ago, Queen. Let me see if I can put the link here. Hang on 1 second. So if anybody here is looking for a part-time, there may be some overnight on here. I know some no experience and no interviews are on here as well. The link is in the chat. Lene says, so far for the month of August, I have made $297 yesterday. I had a block from 6:45 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. for 311. Got the BLK for free. She says our location was out, so I got paid anyway just for showing up.
All
She
right.
got free cash, 1017 product report card, $8.70. Paid viewpoint, $9.93. All right.
All right.
Go ahead,
So remember she was supposed to do the I think when you hand out the little samples.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think was it Whole Foods or something like that. I can't remember which one. So they paid you for nothing, girl. That's the best money.
Right. It's like free money.
Yes. All right, Lene. Congrats.
Congrats.
All right. So, and she also has money on free cash. So if you are new and you want to get paid for playing games, check out free cash. We have several people who earn money consistently on free cash. Before you get into playing the games, you need to figure out what type of game player you are for money. So there are two types. Either you're a type of person who wants to get paid by reaching the level. So with free cash, cash kick, who else, Carol? Inbox dollars, branded games.
I like it, branded games. Yeah, I was just going
those all are, you get paid for reaching certain levels. So if say They say, hey, we'll pay you $50, and this is just hypothetical. We'll pay you $50 if you reach level 50 by Tuesday. So you play the game, and if you reach level 50 by Tuesday, you get $50. So again, we had kings and queens who were earning consistently enough money to pay their light bill, water bill, insurance, things like that. So free cash is a great one. I'll put the link in the chat. Product report card, that is also a good one. Product report card pays you to review products. They will send you the products for free and you will review them. So basically you're getting paid to tell your experience about maybe some soap, maybe some laundry detergent, maybe, some food items. That is a good way. And with product report card, and as well as product review jobs, and as well as who else? What's that other one that Earl was doing? Product Tube. Product Tube, you don't get the items, but and Pinecone Research, that's what I want to say. Pinecone Research, you actually receive these items, and once you start receiving items, you will continuously receive items. Once you show them that you are consistently willing to do the product reviews, they will send you product reviews. It was one of our subscribers. She was getting a lot of stuff consistently every day. So again, it could be full-size body products. I've gotten soap. I've gotten face wash. I've gotten food items. It just depends on what you put on your profile. They will send you surveys to fill out. Make sure you fill out the surveys, and that's how you will start receiving items. So make sure you check that out.
Mm-hmm. Leah Love now, she says these political jobs are about to be lit. Election season, girl. Yeah, get you one, Leah Love and Laugh.
Yeah.
Kizzy B says, congrats on the money, everyone.
Yep.
Sharon said, laugh out loud. I wouldn't mind getting paid to get hung up on.
Girl, get you one. They paying.
Right. Tammy says, good evening, family. Good evening, Queen.
Hey. And I'll put free cash and all those I just talked about on the.
Sharon says some of the companies will pay for the clearances and the certifications required for the jobs.
Okay.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
She says, what's the deal for acquiring the grants, and are there any grants that you don't have to pay back? I don't know any.
It depends on what you're looking for grants for. And there are all types of grants, all types of things you can get grants for. It just depends on what you are trying to do. So I can't say, hey, and with grants, you gotta know that you have to basically do what you say you are going to do on the grants. You have to make sure the money is to the T, because they do audit. And so, yeah. And that's a lot of paperwork and stuff like that. And like I said, I grew up around a lot of that. So, but I don't actually work in it. I do know someone who does work and do grants, but I don't work on it myself. So I don't have a lot of information on it. I guess I could if I wanted to, but I that's not my cup of tea.
Danita says, congrats, Queen. Tammy says, I shared the live stream, loving the testimonials. Thank you, Queen. Renee says, thank you, ladies. I'm on this money train. She says, laugh out loud. I got some goals. All right, Queen. Hey, Brenda. She says, hello, everyone. Hey, Queen Sherry. She says, hello, beautiful queens. How are you, Sherry? Lene says, I've been playing bingo bar on free cash to continue my score in cash. My husband plays it too. Okay. Right. Brenda says, just play as a game to make some money. It is, and it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sharon says, what should we expect from some of these pay games? I don't trust the companies that ask for your checking and savings account numbers. I had been ripped off previously.
Sharon, a lot of kings and queens will tell you that the things that we talk about 9 times out of 10 don't ask for money. What happens with these games, you can choose to play for pay money to play, or you can choose not to. With the games like free cash, there are a lot of other ways built in the system to make money also. So not only are you playing the games, you can watch the ads, you can do the surveys. What else is there, Carol? I can't remember. Anybody on free cash, if you can put in the chat other ways to make money on free cash. I haven't played in a while, so I don't know. But again, there are other ways built in the platform to make money. And again, you can choose to pay to play and win money. Did have a queen who, I think she paid, what was it, $30, and she ended up winning 150 or 160, something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but if you choose to pay to play and win, that is your choice. But we have had a lot of kings and queens who don't pay. They choose the free route and still have made money on it. And most of our kings and queens don't pay on to play. They just do the free option. And I think you may get, like with free cash, you get maybe 2 hours. I can't even remember how much free play you get. And then you have to wait a little time and then they'll give you more live. So it goes things like that. So I'm not going to say I'm saying I never actually pay to play.
Right. Sherry says everything here is totally legitimate. Thank you, Queen Sherry. Appreciate your input, Queen. So Tan just put the links right under your comment.
For what?
She was asking about the product review stuff. Product card. So it was right there.
You got product too. I don't have that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ariga says, hey, thanks so much. Looking for telephone or customer service jobs or text. Now, the text companies will be side hustles. Yeah. It won't actually be a remote job.
I did see a chat position the other day. Hold on.
Okay. But if you are a new queen, look at the beginner-friendly companies, and I just put the link in the chat. Just check first to see if they hire in your state. A lot of these are state specific. Some of them you do not need to do an interview. You won't need experience. Some of them are flexible. You can work whenever you want. 1099 independent contractor. And what you say, product?
And also, Queen, we post work from home jobs on our blog every day, a lot of customer service. So 2 chicks. I put the blog in the chat.
I put product 2 if anybody's looking for that side hustle in the chat. Queen Sherry says free cash games. You can watch the videos for tickets, surveys, and you can do the offers. Thank you, Sherry. Hey, the travel bug vacation. She says she got $70 on Prolific, 7 on Handshake, 20.86 on Branded, $10.28 on Pay Viewpoint. Congratulations, Queen. And if you don't have Prolific in your basket, make sure you guys get this one. If you are doing Prolific, school has started for some of the colleges. Some of them will probably be going back in a week or so. But you guys make sure you get Prolific in the basket. Number 15. There is a wait list. Get on. You may be able to get out tonight. You never know.
You want me to talk about it or no?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right. So one thing that we talk about on this channel is extra ways to make extra cash, and Prolific is one of those ways. Prolific is a survey site, but again, it is not like any other survey site. This survey site is hosted by Prolific, which looks for people who are doing some type of research, medical research, educational research. They may be doing their dissertation, and they are looking for people like me and you to take surveys, and they want to get our honest opinions on whatever they are researching, whatever they are looking to write their paper on, and they pay very well. So by very well, I will say higher than any other survey sites. And you talk about interesting things. One thing about Prolific is that we have people that are making upwards to $50 a day. And like Carol said, because it is a lot of the surveys are given by people who are in school, in college, getting their doctorate, PhD, they are starting school now. So again, there will be a lot of money on Prolific. So if you are interested in taking surveys, again, get on Prolific. Carol will put it in the chat. And again, make sure you look for that email, because they will hire you off the waiting list. And I don't want to say hire. They will contact you off the waiting list. And again, we have had people who fill out on this live and get off the waiting list. And again, we have people making upwards of $50 a day on Prolific. Did I miss anything?
Yeah. I don't think so. Hey, Carmen. Carmen says, good evening. Sharon said, could you please put the link for the product testing? So Tam, scroll up, Sharon, and you'll see if she put it for a product report card. Now, there are some others. Pine cone.
I put pine cone.
You got pine? Okay. So scroll up, Queen. She did put the links for the product testing.
Pine
Sharon
cone
says, just play.
I think. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at, let me see.
I don't know, Sharon.
I thought it was a bug from what I saw. Sherry says Just Play is awesome. It is. Just Play is one of my favorite games.
I didn't talk about Just Play and Best Play. Another way to play games is by not reaching the levels, by the amount of time, I forgot, that you are on the game. And if you are that type of person, if you want to get paid, if you're playing for 15, 20 minutes, and you want to get credit for those 15, 20 minutes, check out Best Play, Just Play, Misplay. Carol put the links in the chat. Sorry.
I see King Earl coming up the pipeline. I'm laughing at what he said. Earl said he got the itis.
Been over the.
Earl said he got the itis
today.
Yep. You're welcome, Queen on Lillian, she says, congrats to everyone. Earl says, peace, fam. He said, I got the itis from my Five Guys shop today. He said, Lord, full meal and a milkshake. Congrats, King.
All right, Earl.
Earl, you too funny. But I do have market for us if anybody's interested in this hustle where you can get paid to eat fast food. McDonald's, could be Wendy's, could be Taco Bell, anything that may be near you. Earl has Five Guys near him. Everybody may not get the Five Guys shop, but then you might. I don't know. But Market Force is the company. You can also get paid to lay on mattresses with this company. Link is in the chat. Congrats again, King Earl. Knit and Crochet, she has a testimony. She says, free cash, $38.23, earn star, $15.03, pay viewpoint, $19.42, inbox dollar, she has $14.20, Ibotta, she has $50.30. All right, Queen. Congrats, Knit and Crochet.
Congrats.
Earl has another testimony. Danita says, congrats to Travel Bug Vacations. Earl says, I cashed out $150 on Prolific and $20 on Playtest Cloud. All right,
Congrats.
Congrats, Earl. So I do have the playtest cloud, everybody. This one you will be getting paid to test out games.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be any type of game, any new game that's coming out. Get paid to test games. So this is a good one. Earl has been earning money from this one for quite some time. You know what, Tan? I think you're gonna have to update this link for playtest. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
Wait a minute.
Send it to me. And
Y'all hang on for playtest because Tan gonna have to update the link. I just realized we don't have the right one.
You sent it to me.
Uh-huh. I gotta send you the right link, huh? I sent you the one that's on the blog, but that's not it.
Okay.
Okay, I got the link now.
Okay.
So check your box. Danita says, congrats, knit and crochet. She says, congrats, King Earl. Sharon says, thanks. You welcome. Hey, Williams. Williams says, good evening, morning, egg hustlers.
Hey.
We says, thank you, but I think I missed the product review link. Please, I saw product report card, pine cone, and product tube. Yep, those were the companies on weed. So did you miss it, Queen? Is that what you're saying?
You need us to post it again?
She says, congrats, Earl. And she says, congrats. Hey, Dania. She says, hey, Two Chicks, Tan and Carl and Two Chicks crew. I hope the people I told about this channel is in here tonight. Thank you, Queen. Danita says, congrats, King Earl. She says, I liked and share like when you joined the live, everybody. We says, when I was doing Presto, I used to give my friends food because I got a lot doing those mystery shops. Oh, that was sweet, Henri. And Presto is another good mystery shop side hustle egg. Queen Henri was making a couple of $100 going out to eat and going and getting nails done and going and having spa treatments with Presto Shopper. Link is in the chat. Lillian says, congrats, knit and crochet. Dania says, I'm on and checking out Prolific on my laptop. Can't wait to get the links. Earl says, I saw an apartment shop on Gig Spot. It is the apartment. It's the one he currently live in. Better go shopping, Earl. All right. He says the one he currently live in. That's gonna be hard to play off if they know you, Earl. Pull her to the side, be like, I'm doing a mystery shop. I got $20 coming for you. It's funny. It's too funny, Earl. And I did put Gig Spot in the chat if anybody is interested. Carmen says she has 29 on Cloud Research, 21 on Prolific, 20 on Paid Viewpoint, 5 on Respondent, and 10 on user testing. All right.
And Cloud Research. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Tan. I was just going to go get it.
Cloud Research is just like Prolific. Usually they don't pay as well as Prolific, but they still pay well. So again, Cloud Research is the same type platform as Prolific. So make sure you check that out. Paid Viewpoint, I think that's a survey site. I can't remember.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a survey. It's an easy one though.
And Respondent, that's focus not group. Like a survey. Focus group. Focus. And user testing. Focus group.
Focus, yeah.
If you don't know what focus groups is basically you get paid to give your opinion on the topic or product that they are talking about. So, yeah.
And we do have them on the link.
We do.
So I put cloud research in the chat. We got respondent on the same side hustle link.
Oh, did you get it? You want me to get it? You got it?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Not yet.
I'll wait for you to tell me.
Yep, I have it.
Okay.
Respondent and user testing number 18 and 19. I put it in your box too, so you'll have it.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Some more easy side hustle eggs. Respondent and user testing 18 and 19. Denise says, can't wait to get the links tonight. William says, congrats all with the field baskets, the wallets, and the pocketbook. It's so funny. Hey, Queen Tess. She says, hi, Carol and Tan. I'm fairly new to the channel, but I'm excited to let you know I got hired with HSN QVC.
All right.
On the 26th.
All right.
All right, Queen. Woo-hoo. Congrats. That's awesome news. Congratulations. On the travel bud vacation, she says, thank you, Danita. Sharon says, congrats, knit and crochet. Earl says, thanks all. Soul Healing says, Tess. She says, congrats and good luck with the new job. We said, no, I got those 3 except the product review. So if you can post product review link. Okay. I think it was product review jobs. So it's on here on it is number 10. Number 10 on here. Product review jobs. Hey, Leanne. She says, hello, ladies.
Hey.
Tess says, thank you. I'm so excited. Soul Healing. T says, right, with the dollar signs. Earl says, it is a $75 shop. Earl, you better go in there with a mask on or something. He says, paying $75, Tam. Wow. We say, I once got a mystery shop for a school with IntelliShop, and it happened to be my son's daycare. She says the pay was $100. Laugh out loud. Tammy says, slide her $20, Earl. See, that's what I was thinking. Sharon says, congrats, King Earl. We suggest PayView is a survey site. Thank you, Onwe. That is funny, though. Sharon says, I'm excited about Tri-Mod. I plan on getting started with them in the very near future. Okay, Queen. Keep us posted. Queen T, she says, congrats, everybody. Thank you, Queen T. Earl says, going back on Prolific. He said, I'll be back. Hey, Queen Shalonda. She says, congrats, Tess. Stephanie says, does anyone know how long it takes to hear back from GMRS? I don't know, Stephanie. I don't see the queen in here tonight that was hired. The one that was here on the live Wednesday. I don't see her tonight. But if anybody here knows, please let us know. Was it Toya? Yeah. Toya, was it you, Queen, that got hired with GMRS? Hey, Queen. She says, happy Sunday. Tess says, thank you, Queen Shalonda. Danita says, congrats, Tess. We says, welcome to the new member. She says, just so you know, you can combine 2 or more side hustles that can pay you what a full-time job pays and even more. She says, thanks. Public service announcement.
All right. Thank you, Onwe.
Thank you, Onwe. Tess says, thank you, Danita. Oh, we says thanks for the links. You welcome, Queen. Danita says congrats to you, Carmen. Toya said no, it wasn't me. Okay, Toya. I can't remember who it was. One of our queens was hired with this political survey company, GMRS, and we were just trying to see how long does it take to hear back from that one. I want to say she said it, but I can't remember. I don't think so, Vanessa. They are state specific. Don't recall seeing New Jersey on there. Let me see. I see Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Kentucky, Indiana, Texas. Those are the states that they are currently hiring in for GMRS. This is a good one. The Queen said there is no interview. They are going to have you to read the script. That's it. 14 to 16 an hour, evening, part-time. And you pick and choose the hours. I think it's between like 3:30 to 11 or 12. You have to select, but she said you don't necessarily have to work 3:30 to 11. So they got three shifts on here. They have a 3:30 p.m. to 11, 4:30 p.m. to 11 p.m., 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. You just pick. If you're going to start at 3:30, you pick that one. If you're going to start at 4:30, you pick that one. If you're going to start 6 o'clock or after 6, then you would pick the third one. And the days that you are available to work. But she said they're really not hard on. If you pick the 3:30 and you pop on at 4, that's fine. But they are flexible. 14 to 16 political survey phone calls. Ray Young, so King Alex, he just was hired. He said he's getting a lot of hangups. You're gonna get a lot of hangups with the political calls. I used to work for a couple of them, and that's all you're gonna get. Most people are not going to want to do the survey. They're gonna hang up. You'll call, you'll say, hey, this is Ray calling on such and such campaign. And we want to know, are you going to vote on this day, that day, this day, that day? And most of them will just hang the phone up. Or they'll say, don't call me. So that's what it's like. Some people actually want to do the surveys. Some of the surveys could be one question. It could be 2 questions. It could be 3 questions. It could be 50 questions. You just never know what type of campaign a lot of these candidates have. You could be calling for the Republican candidate. You could be calling for the Democrat candidate. You could be calling for the independent candidate. So if you are okay with hang-ups, outbound calling, I say go for it. It's not hard, though. Not hard at all. I say check them out. Bianca said them hang-ups, they probably are a blessing, right? Danita said, glad someone is on ProMark. I can reapply in a few weeks. My internet was AT&T. Had a firewall that was blocking the phone tool. I missed an hour of training and was advised I had to reapply. Okay, Dania. Hopefully it works out for you, Queen. Sharon says, King Earl is a hot mess. Laugh out loud. Raina says, anyone making over $3K a month with the side hustles, the more you upload on ProductTube, the more, she said, the more you upload on ProductTube, more opportunities you get. Okay, Queen. Yeah, we got quite a few that hit the 3K mark. Some of them hit the 2K mark, 2K plus, and some of them hit the 3K, close to 4K. Miss Pris says, Earl, I'm logging back on Prolific too. Haven't used it in months. Tess says no shade to any other channel with working home jobs, but this is the only channel where I have been successful. Thank you, Queen. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, Tess. Dania says they're ProMark. She says they pay bi-weekly. Okay, Dania, thank you. Tess says I haven't gotten a side hustle. She says I have gotten a side hustle with call center QA. All right, Queen.
All right.
Congrats. I have the link, Queen, for ProMark. So ProMark is number 2 on this list. There are several political companies on here, so I would say maybe look at all of them. If you don't hear from one, just apply to some more. They all are doing the same thing, political. Tess says, and also I got an email on yesterday to complete the questionnaire with cloud workers. So thank you so much, Carl and Tan. All right, let me text lonely people. And please don't send them back to me, Queen. I don't want them. Please don't send them back. I do not want them. So Helen says New Jersey is difficult to find work and many places don't hire in New Jersey. Have you tried the hospitals, Queen? Healthcare, a lot of healthcare hire everywhere. I would try maybe United Health Group.
Yeah.
Maybe try your local hospitals, the clinics, the doctor's offices that are local to you also. I wouldn't know who they are. Try some of the temp agencies. Robert Half is a good one to look into. Try the temp agencies in your area also. The Deco is another good one. Randstad is a good one too. Ray says, okay, thank you. The hang up sounds good too. Sharon says, welcome to all of the new members. Just so y'all know, this is a safe space to be for all of your employment needs. This is a totally legitimate space. She says, blessings to everyone in their endeavors. Thank you, Queen Sharon.
And we appreciate that, y'all. We do. We try to provide a space where we can share ideas and also that you can get legitimate information. No shade to anybody else who does this, but again, we've been doing this since 2006. When we didn't have a channel where this wasn't popular to do it this way. We've always told people about work from home. So this is like second nature to us. So this is our life work. So, and it's, I think that's why we really don't like to charge people for stuff, because this is our life work. This is what we was doing before there was a YouTube. So, you know, it's easy for us to come on and talk about it because we really do enjoy it. We really do enjoy the work from home thing. A lot of Carol and I conversations on the phone is about this, is about work from home and things like that. Over the years, I've been knowing about 23 years now. So, in 23 years, a lot of our conversation is about a lot of things that we talk about on here. So I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I'm glad that you feel it's a safe space. Because we know a lot of, I'm gonna leave that alone, but thank you.
Hey, hosting Helen. She says, hey, everybody, liked and shared. Only answers, do you still get paid even if the people hang up? Yep, it's
Yes,
hourly, Queen. It's not pay per call, it's paid. You get an hourly wage with all of the companies. And all of them, again, they will be the same, maybe different campaigns, but it will be the same political surveys. Sharon says, liked and shared earlier this evening. Thank you, Queen.
what's wrong with you?
We says, any tips on making videos for product tools? So I'll put the question up here on we. King Earl, if you are still here, King, if you can help the Queen out. Raina says, can you drop the GMRS link? I can. Number 5 on the list. She says, and God, yeah, cloud workers is good practice. She says, but it's not enough money in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's a side gig or a side hustle. You know, I know a lot of people are kind of the side gig, side hustle. I mean,
yeah, I guess it just depends, Rainer. Now I made good money with the texting, but again, I know how to do it and I can type fast. So for me, it probably will be good, and that's only because I know how to do it. Others, if you're new to it and you really don't know how to respond, how to answer the gentleman back, then it may not be good. I say if you're gonna try, give it a go. Maybe work it for 2-3 months until you get the hang of it. Once you get the hang of it, girl, you're gonna roll through them chats, and it'll be second nature.
And I think, like Carol said, it's just getting used to doing the type of work. And with all these side gigs and side hustle, it just, the money comes with the consistency. You are not going to start making thousands of dollars a month, right off. I'm not going to say it's not possible, but it's not likely. A lot of the things that we talk about, a lot of the people who are making thousands of dollars doing side gigs and side hustles, they will tell you it came with consistency. If you're doing mystery shopping, it's going to be, you are going to have to get familiar with the schedulers. They are going to have to know you. They are going to have to see that you are going to be doing these mystery shops. So again, we're not saying that you're going to start off making $1 million, but again, you can work your way up to it. Over the years, I've seen Carol go from making pennies on the texting companies to thousands a month. And it came with consistency, and it comes from me sitting there listening to her type while we on the phone. And when she first started, it was, it took her a minute. She'd be like, girl, I can't talk to you today because I got to answer these questions. But as time went on, okay, I can talk to you in type now, because she knew what was coming. She knew how to answer the questions, and it became second nature. Well, not the questions, the chats, and it became second nature to her. So again, give yourself time, give yourself grace, and know that you will work up to making the money.
Right. We had another queen. She was hitting like 200-300 a week off of the texting companies. So if you are trying it out, Raina, I would say just try it out. Maybe give it 2 to 3 months, Queen. Set a goal. Maybe set a goal for $10 a day. Start small and then work your way up. Then go from 10 to maybe 20 a day. It most definitely can be done, Queen. Because when you think about it, and I've worked for several texting companies, they all were the same. Some of the men from one company would be on the other company. They all were the same. It's repetitive. Once you get on there and you see and you talk to these guys on a day-to-day basis, you'll be like, girl, what do John want today? What does Timmy want today? Because it's going to be the same people every day, all day. And you're sometimes, so I was going to say, sometimes you'll see how the conversations will go around and come right back to you. So you'll be able to keep up with it, because again, it's going to be repetitive. Maybe different people, but they all will be saying the same thing. Maybe worded a little bit differently, but you'll see, like, I just talked to John. I just talked to, Terry. I just talked to David. What does David want now? And it'll be the same thing, day after day, week after week, month after month. Same thing.
Mm-hmm. And like Carol said, you will get to know these people and get to know what they want to talk about, how they like to talk, and things like that. So, don't get discouraged.
Yeah. But I would say set a goal. Now, if I
Mm-hmm.
was to sign up for Click Cloud Workers, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna kill it because I already know how to do it. But somebody else signing up, and if you're new to it, like Tan said, just give yourself some grace. Bianca says, I'm finding with the mystery shops, you have to be very organized. So many different platforms and apps. It is a lot of them, Queen.
I created a side hustle tracker. Hold on. It has helped some people. It helps you keep track of your side gigs and side hustles. I will put it in here. So I'll put it in here. If you want to check it out, we have had people purchase it and say good things about it. Hold on, I got to get the link. Why can't I get the link? Go ahead, Carol. I got to get the link. I'll get it.
Princess Correct, she says, how do I get paid to sleep? Girl, we're going to talk about it at the end of the stream, Princess. But if you have any more questions, feel free to put them here in the chat. Tess says, Raina, thank you for that tea. Lena says, thank you for all the leads. With your help, I have been with TELUS Digital since last October. She says, max is 10 hours weekly, always looking for more. She says, and this is the best place to get more eggs. Much love. All right, Queen. Congrats. You coming up on a year. Oh, wow. Congrats to you. Congrats to you, Queen. And there are some other companies, Lana, that do similar to TELUS. Matter of fact, I did a video on some the other day. It was a new company that we came across, and they had over 100 non-phone jobs, part-time, no interview, work whenever you want. Similar to TELUS. I'm going to drop the link here, Queen. And if anybody else is interested, if you were not on that live last week, the link is in the chat if you're looking for non-phone jobs. And these, again, are part-time, flexible, no interview, work anytime. Danita says 100% genuine, Queen. She says, thank you so much for paying it forward. She says, blessings. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Vanessa says, I use a different email address to shift off, but have not heard anything. What state did you say, Vanessa? You're in New Jersey. See, I don't know. I think shift off may have turned state specific. Let me know, Vanessa, if you're in New Jersey. But somebody else here was saying that they were not able to work for shift off because they were not in a particular state. So I think some of their projects, I don't know if all of them, but I think they may be state specific now. Stephanie says, I have to tell you guys this. When I first started watching you, Tan and Kurt, I thought you were sisters. I think a lot of people think that. Yeah. Miss Chris, I think, let me see, ProMark. Is that one? How much they paying? Tan? Is it 13?
Who?
For ProMark research.
I think it was 13.
I think they paid 13. Don't quote me on that. If anybody here knows how much ProMark pays, I thought it was 13. I could be wrong, but I think it's 13. Leanne says, okay. We're gonna talk about it at the end of the stream, Sharon. That's what the stream is about. An unusual side hustle. Get paid to sleep. But Tan, she gonna reveal it at the end. Kids say, is there anyone that is currently working at KWCCS? We hadn't seen Leonica Queen. I know she was. Raina says on Weed they give a lot of directions on how they want it. Once you get the hang of it, it's essentially the same questions and format. She says I prefer using my camera instead of their app cam. She says it is easy though.
All right.
Sharing the text and the lonely men. Is that the one, Queen? You want to text the lonely people? Brandon says, it has piqued my interest, and I have found other phone actresses doing extremely well. Okay, Queen. Yeah, I would say test it out. Test it out, Raina. You never know, Queen. You might be able to bring home the bacon and the biscuits with those texting companies. And I used to do I want to say I had 2 that I was working for when I first started. Well, I first started with one and then I obtained another one because it just became so easy to me on how to do it. Some of the companies will show you how to do it and some of them will not. They will just send you the questions. It'll be like an assessment, maybe 10 questions they just will send and just to see how well you answer the questions. But like I said, once you get the hang of it, it is super easy. Bianca says, I was planning on applying with Shift Off and bought a headset from Amazon a while ago. When I tested, it didn't work. It's too late to return. So working mystery shops to buy a new one. Okay, Bianca. I wonder why the headset didn't work. Was it a specific one they wanted you to have? Ursula says, happy Sunday. Hey, Queen, happy Sunday. She says, Carolyn, Tan, and all liked and shared. Great tips. Thank you, Queen. Bianca Toya says, if your profile is still active, you can apply for other campaigns. She says, thank you. I will look at the tracker. She says, thank you, Toya. We says to this day, schedulers contact me via text and email to do my mystery shops, especially towards the end of the month. She says you can negotiate for higher pay, and most of the time you will get a yes. Thank you, Henri. Good tip, Queen. Good looking out. I just put the link in the chat, Henri, for the non-phone. She says, I have seen the links. Okay. Miss Britt says, I found my part-time remote job with 2 Chicks Help. I've been on the job for over 2 years now. Oh, wow. Congrats, Queen.
Yeah.
Congrats. Let me see, Vanessa. I have to email them and see. They may not hire in your state. That could be why you have not heard from Shift Off. Toya is saying they are state specific. She said Shift Off is state specific now, and that's what I was thinking too, because somebody else here said that they were not hiring anymore in their state. She says, I'll see if I can find the list. Thank you, Toya. So that's probably why, Queen Vanessa. Danita says, Jim, thank you, Henri. Ursula says, Kizzy, I will stop working with KWCSS because it was hard for me to get regular evening hours because sometimes they ended the day before 8. They let you know daily when they will end for the day. So Helen says, I'm in New Jersey. I was saying there aren't many places. So Helen, what type of job, Queen, are you looking for?
Yeah.
We says Rainer, she says thanks. So Helen says, Vanessa, there are not many you can get in New Jersey. She says your best bet is to try some of the side hustles. Hey, Mother Grace. So I put the link. If y'all want to text the lonely men, I put the link in the chat. Just don't let them come back my way. I ain't text the lonely man since 2025.
Oh, Lord.
Just don't send them back to Moy. So I put the link in the chat for the texting companies. Sharon says, yes, I noticed that too many companies don't seem to have employment opportunities in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard to find state, but they're getting better though. I will say that.
Hey, short lady C. She says, hey, Tan Curl in chat. We says you are welcome. Bianca said, no, it was just a regular headset and I couldn't hear anything and they couldn't hear me. Did you check your settings, Queen? It's a site that you can go on to test the headset. I'm gonna find it and put it here because I have to do this sometimes with mine when it's acting crazy. Go to this site right here, Queen, and test your headset and your microphone. You shouldn't have to buy a new one. It's probably not synchronized with your computer, is what I'm thinking. If you're saying you couldn't hear anything and they couldn't hear you, I'm pretty sure it's not synchronized. Hey, it's Cheryl. How are you, Queen? She says, hey, Carlton in chat. Mother Grace says, laugh out loud. Queen Lillian says, hey, short lady C. Anybody else got any good news they want to share? Bianca says, that would be interesting. Shalesi says, hey, Lillian. Drea says, yes, in New Jersey. If you are interested, try second to none. And that is a mystery shop site. Kizzy says, okay, thanks, Ursula. She says, have you tried Babbel for New Jersey? Bianca says, I checked my settings. That would be great. She says, thank you. Okay, Queen. Stephanie says, I had my hubby go downstairs and test mine through Facebook Messenger on my PC. She said, my head said, laugh out loud. Sharon says, I would like to do the mystery shopping, the side hustles. Okay.
All right.
She says, can you, I think you want the apartment. The apartment one is Ellis. So I put the link in the chat for Ellis. Ellis is an excellent one to get in the basket, everybody. Show Lady C says, everyone hit the like button. We got more laptops to give away. If y'all want to participate in the next up and coming laptop giveaway. And the laptops are always free. Disclaimer, YouTube is not partnered with us on these giveaways. Tan gave away a headset week before last. May give away another one this week. Y'all be sure to go and share. Ursula says, hey, short lady C and Lillian. She says, hey, Ursula. Ursula says, you are welcome, Kizzy. Sharon says, thanks for reposting the mystery shopping link. No problem, Queen. Anybody else got any good news that they want to share with the family? Y'all be sure to put it here in the chat.
For the queen who was looking for healthcare, suitability, let me see if I can find that. Carol, you got the link. They doing a hiring event tomorrow.
I don't have that one.
Hold on. I got the Zoom link, but I'm having trouble finding the link for suitability.
Okay, look on this list and look at number 24.
Okay,
I just put it in your box.
Okay. And also VXI is having one also. So give me a minute. I'm getting those together and I will put them in the chat. They're having a hiring event also. And these are held on Zoom. So I'm going to put the Zoom link and I'm going to put the application for the companies. So
Lillian says, hey, Ursula. Raina says, Miss Pris, who are you working with if you don't mind? Ursula says, Ellis is the best. She says, better than Gig Spot. Denise says, thanks for the headset website. Okay, Queen. Bianca says, like and share. Raina says, Gig Spot only gives me Marshalls, reshops. She says, not much for my area.
Did you look at the web and phone shops on GigSpot?
And don't you have to fill out a lot of contracts for gigs by time? For
Not
them
on
other
the,
for them other shops.
not
You
on
know
the
they got
initial.
all them.
Yeah, on the
I
web
thought
and
you
phone
got-
shops. Yeah, but not on the other ones. They usually, if they're in your area, they show. You don't have to. Something wrong with Suitability site.
Mm. Let me see.
Because I can't get, but I'm gonna just put the Zoom link up there. Because even when I go to the actual site, Google, it don't even come up. I guess it's maybe under. Something might be wrong with it. I'm just gonna put the link there, and maybe it'll come
It
up.
ain't coming up for me either.
Something may be wrong with their site. So I'm gonna put this link. It's two companies that are having hiring events tomorrow. The first one is Suitability Healthcare Company, and they are a healthcare company, and they are hiring for several positions. You can't get to the site for Suitability now. I'm assuming it's down, but the Zoom link is there. Let me see if they got what time it starts.
Nope, something going on with the site.
Yeah, so it does not. So okay, so Suitability is 10 to 4. So 10 to 4 tomorrow. For Suitability for the hiring event, and VXI is 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay. So y'all check out Suitability and VXI.
So if you're looking for work from home, check out those companies.
Bianca says, I have some mystery shops that I found through Gig Spot. 3 this week for $67. All right, Queen. Dania says, I got the new headset in the mail last week. She says, thank you again, ladies. You're welcome, Dania.
All right.
Bianca says, Gig Spot is a lot of certifications. That's what I thought, Tan.
Yeah. Well, not for the in-person shops, for the web and phone, I thought it was, but the in-person, because I get the in-person, they send me some every day.
I think you got to fit. Remember when you were saying that when you first sign up, you got to go through all them certifications. It's a whole bunch of certifications.
Yeah, for the web and phone shops, yes, but not for the regular ones. But I don't know.
I thought it was for all of them, but maybe.
Because the web and phone shops, you have to sign up. But like the regular ones, like they got Orion in our area, game. Yeah, they just put them on there if they're available in your area. I
thought you had to do the certification before you could see anything, though.
Not on the in-person ones. On the web and phone, yes, but not on the in-person.
Okay. Miss Chris says, Rainer, I'm working for Drips. Oh, guys, Drips. Okay. I do remember. Go ahead, Queen. Open Vision says she made $7 on Brandy. She says made it past the second interview process. Okay, Queen. Go ahead.
Congrats, Queen.
Anybody else got any good news that they want to share? Y'all be sure to put it here in the chat. Anybody else?
Got any good news? Any
questions? Again, I was gonna say, if you miss ProMark, if you miss GMRS Research, these companies are hiring for political survey interviewers. VeriFast, they are still hiring for political survey interviewers. So y'all be sure to look at these companies. If you need a job right now, all of these are hiring. Y'all be sure to check them out. Part-time hours. Bianca says, right, I'm signing up for the online shops and getting the certification prompt. The in-person shops don't. Okay, thank you, Bianca. Sharon says, I can't hear anything on my end. Can you guys hear us? Ursula said they do have a lot of certification when you first start, but they do allow you to complete the certifications at the time you request the shops if you need the certifications in order to be assigned. Thank you, Queen Ursula. Danita says, congrats, Open Visions. She says, thank you. Okay, Sharon. I don't have it, Vanessa. I'm not even sure if Drips is still hiring. I have to go to their site and look. Give me 1 second. Let me go check. I hadn't looked on.
Wow.
Yeah, I hadn't looked at them in quite some time. I'm not sure which position the Queen got with them, but I did put the link in the chat. Vanessa, if you want to check it out. Raina says, with suitability, you have to be invited. She says, right, and with VXI.
You can fill out the application. I don't think you have to be invited, but I'm not 100% sure. I just saw it. Someone sent it to us, so.
Right. I don't think so, Queen. I think you can just go on and sign up. Fill out the application. Okay, we thank you. William says, are y'all using real photos on the texting side hustles? Nope. They won't even know who you are, Williams. You may be a white lady, you might be a black lady, you might be a Mexican lady. So they already have the profiles laid out for you. So you never have to reveal who you are. They will not ever know your first name, your last name, your address, your phone number. You will log into the company's platform. So once you get on the company's site, you log into their platform. You are Mary. Mary has blonde hair and blue eyes. And once Mary is done talking to John, then you will go on to the next person. The next person may be David. And with David, you are Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie has black hair and green eyes or brown eyes. So they will never know who you are, and you cannot tell them ever who you are. That is a violation of your contract. If you do so, and if they find out, they will terminate you. So it's a fantasy. You're creating a fantasy. You are a ghost, basically. You have a mask on. They'll never see or hear you. Thank you, Short Lady C. And Helen, she said, no wins. They have fake profiles already set up. Thank you, Helen. Kizzy says, hi, Short Lady C. Ursula says, is VXI, are they state specific, Tan?
I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. The person. Let me look.
I think they are, but I'm not sure. Sure, let's see. Says, hey, Kizzy. Raina says, Wham. She says, no, they have profiles. Kizzy says, agility, fill out the app and show up at the interview.
And I want to say, yeah, that VXI is state specific. And the site is down, but I would just say they probably know the site is down. So I would say if you go into the Zoom, I would say, hey, your site is down. Can you give me the link to fill out an application? So even if I didn't have an application, I would still join the Zoom.
Yeah. Williams was asking about Friendly, and Queen Helen, she came to the rescue with the answer. She says, I think you have to use your own pictures with Friendly. It's a different type of site where you make your profiles and can charge your own rates. She says, I think. Thank you, Queen Helen. Anybody else have any good news that they want to share? Y'all be sure to put it here in the chat. If you miss prolific, again, number 15 is prolific on this link. Be sure to get this easy egg in the basket.
Mm-hmm.
William says, okay, thank you, Helen. And Shalesi says, hey, Helen. Helen says, you're welcome, Williams. E since day one says, I forgot the name of the app where you read the scripts. Pillar 8. Pillar 8 is the one where you read the scripts. Kizzy says, agility. She says, if you log in on Zoom when the interview starts, you might be sitting there for a few hours before they get to you. Oh, wow. They must have a lot of people, Queen. Well, I can imagine they probably do. Because it's kind of like like a job fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can imagine. Yes, I would say you may be sitting there for a while. What time it starts, Tan? Do you know?
Agility starts at 10.
Okay.
And hold on, Carol, my computer going crazy.
Okay.
Can you hear me? My screen is
Yeah, I can hear you. Don't know. I guess we lost Tan, everybody.
You got me. I just my screen went out.
Yep, your screen black. It's black on my side too. So since day one, I put pillar 8 in the chat.
Can you see me? I'm still black.
No, I can see you now. Rainer says, thanks for that, Kizzy. And since day one said, yeah, that's it. Earl says, okay, I'm back. Drill, as far as I know of, yes, Spout is still available. Vanessa says, what is VXI? Are they customer service time?
Yep.
Customer service remote company. Ursula says, hey, Helen. She says, hey, Ursula. Kizzy says, Sagility, have your identification ready to show on camera and make sure you're presentable. Now, come on here, ladies, with no bonnets.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, people do that because they think, well, hey, I'm at the house. This is a work from home job. Can't go to the interview with a bonnet on. That's a no-no. With some rollers in your head, that is a no-no. You have to come prepared.
Yeah.
Lillian says, hey, Helen. Let's see. She says, I see you, Tan. Ursula says, I have not done spout in a while, but they should still be available. I need to start doing them again. She says, hey, Earl. Helen, she says, hey, Lillian. Kizzy says, when interviewed, there were hundreds of people on the call. She says, and I am not over exaggerating by any means. She says, you will have to turn on your camera. So don't let that be a surprise. So again, if you are going on these interviews, sometimes we don't know if it's a phone. They may not say it's a phone interview. They may not say it's a video interview. It may sometimes catch you off guard, and it could be a video interview. You have to look the part. If you come on that camera and you look like you just woke up, crust in your eyes, your hair ain't combed, that's automatically no.
Mm-hmm.
Automatic. Nope. Try again. Reapply. Nope. So look the part, everybody. If you decide to jump on with Sagility tomorrow. So Helen says, Kizzy sat there for 3 hours and no one got B, so I left, but I guess I should have stayed. They are state specific, so Healing. Don't think they hire in New Jersey. I don't remember seeing New Jersey as one of their approved states for suitability.
What's up?
I don't think so.
I just sent you a text.
Earl says, "Hey,
What's
short
that?
lady C." Kizzy says, "Rainer, you're welcome."
I'm on my phone with me.
Okay, you can go read it.
Tan, she put it in the chat, Queen.
What happened?
The link for VXI.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'm not sure if VXI is state specific or not. I don't know about that.
Some of their positions are.
Okay. Do they hire in New Jersey? Kid says, "So Healing, yes, you have to stay logged in. Don't close it out because it is legit. They start on time, and if you've been sitting there, they'll see who was there first, and you'll go first." Raina says, "Miss Chris, what do you do at Drips? I see some customers
New Jersey.
roles available." Vanessa, I don't think they hire in your state, Queen. Open Beer said, "Miss Tan, what should I do if a recruiter asks for 3 managerial references, but I don't have any? Also, my longest job, I left for workplace bullying from my union and my managers."
You need 3 managerial references. What you need 3 former managers. Do you have 3 former managers that you are in contact with? It doesn't have to be. They could have been your manager 2 or 3 years ago. Carol was my supervisor 4 years ago. I can give Carol a number.
You got a friend?
That's all I got to say.
You got a friend, Open Vision? Get you 3 good friends since you need 3 managerial references. Sharon says, "Welcome back, King Earl." So Healing says, "Neither one of them hire in New Jersey." I don't think so, Queen. I don't think neither one of those companies hire in New Jersey.
And let me say this, people, and I just want to say this. I think a lot of people get confused, like when you're doing applications or references, that you have to give a professional email address or something like that. A lot of times you don't. You can give a personal email address and a personal email address because you may know this person. That person may not be at the company y'all worked at anymore, and you still are able to use them as a reference. Sometimes if you are asking people to use them as a reference, make sure you get their personal information, because again, you can still use them as a reference, a managerial reference, with their personal information.
Kizzy says, "Oh yeah, just check to make sure they hire in your state so you won't waste your time." Rainer says, "Kizzy, thanks, because I honestly was fake. Like this insurance company, got hired with them, had to pay for a training, but yes, I got in once and left because it was giving scam. Likely vibes, laugh out loud." William says, "Can I use an AI image for friendly since they grab photos from your Facebook?" She says, "Woo, this one is one of a kind." I don't know, Williams. I've never done friendly.
Me neither.
I've never done that one, so I'm not sure, what type of photos they allow. You may want to see, like, if they have an FAQ section on their website, then they can answer that. Kizzy says, "Rain, they are a real company." She says, "Agility." Sharon says, "You better not wear a bonnet. No, Nika, no, Nika will be on your backside." She said, "Laugh out loud." All right. Kizzy says, "Agility. There was a woman who was in my group for an interview that sat there for hours And when she had to tell what state she was from, the recruiter ended her interview, hung up on her. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Because they didn't hire in her state.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, suitability, I know they do not hire in the hard to find states: Washington, New York, New Jersey, California, Illinois. I'm guessing maybe Ohio. Hadn't seen Ohio or Oregon on their approved state list. So VXI Tan said that one is also state specific. Miss Chris says, Rainer, I work as a production QC associate. Hadn't seen that one in quite some time. Anybody else? Earl said no love for Washington. Right, Earl. Open Vid says, my mother was my manager 13 years ago. I don't have friends anymore since I decided to change my life. This lady wants their LinkedIn, and that's the part that makes me wonder. Oh, she wants their LinkedIn, Sam.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Nah, I ain't
never heard of that.
Never heard of that. Open Vision. I've never heard of them wanting the person's LinkedIn. Like the phone numbers, yes, but the actual LinkedIn? Why? It's too much.
Yeah, what kind of job is that, man?
Right. Raina said, Miss Chris, I wanted to do some QC work. She says, that's awesome. I'll keep a lookout. Chemistry, she says, I'm a little late to the party. She says, hi, ladies. Hi. Hey. Welcome in, Queen. Anybody else have any good news that they want to share? Y'all be sure to drop it like it's hot in this chat. Mm-hmm. If you missed the Just Play and the Best Play games, these games pay you every single day and they pay out every 3 hours. If you have an Android device, check out Best Play and Just Play. Link is in the chat. Kizzy says, sounds sketchy. Open Visions. Yeah. Yeah, that one does. I've never heard of somebody wanting a LinkedIn profile.
Because not everybody has LinkedIn.
Right. And that's what Raina was saying. She said, Open Visions, everyone is not on LinkedIn. She says, too easy. Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe ask if the phone number is enough. Diva says, Helen says, Williams, I'm not sure about now. She says, because I logged into Friendly, and she says she hadn't logged into Friendly in a while. She says, I think that's the one I didn't do because you had to use your real picture. Some other sites let you use a picture that's not you.
Yeah.
Open Vision says it's a startup company, and I thought it was very strange myself. She says, so I'm not tripping.
Yeah, I would say with startups, they're kind of a little weird. Since you said startup, yeah, but still, I wouldn't. I think that's too much.
Yeah. Winifred says, has anybody been successful on one forma? I'll put it up here, Queen. I'm not sure. Has anyone been successful on one forma?
I did something on one forma a long time ago. But again, it was a little small project. I think it was keying in some things. And again, this was back in about 20. This was before I had my kids. So this was 20.
It was way back.
07, 08, something like that. Yeah, I have. But again, it was a long time ago.
Ursula says, open vision, use a pastor, church member, former teacher, or a neighbor that you are on good terms on.
Amen.
Yeah. Sharon says, Kizzy, that was pretty rude and unprofessional way to handle a person who waited for hours for an interview for them to just hang up on them. She says, rude, rude, rude.
Yeah,
Cam
I agree.
says, I agree. Cam says, hi, Two Chicks fam. What have I missed? Has it been an hour? Hour and 40 minutes, Queen. You done missed a lot. Short Lady C says, hey, Cam. Cam says, hi, Short Lady C. Anybody else got any good news? If you made some money over the weekend and you want to share, be sure to put it here in the chat so that we can celebrate you. If you missed the focus group sites, respondent 18, user testing 19. Some more eggs for the basket. Momo says, open vision, be your own referral. Not everyone on LinkedIn get 3 throwaway numbers and become a voice actress. She said, laugh out loud. Kathy says, Kizzy, did you get the job with agility? Cam says, dang, that means you about to end. Yep, probably about 20, 25 minutes, Cam. Dania says, anyone with pre-ply. She says, I got approved and going through the steps. I'm trying to get more eggs. All right, Queen. Somebody here did get hired with them.
Parenting first, then we talk about.
But I cannot remember who, Queen. Will says, thank you all. I'm out on this. Laugh out loud. Ray says, open vision. In the past, I had moved to Alabama. I contacted 2 different pastors that gave references for job seekers. A Job Corps caseworker can be a reference as well. Kizzy says, Sharon, I agree, but we do have to do our part and do our homework before applying to these jobs. Earl said, this itis is wearing me out, tan. I'm sleeping.
See, tables have turned.
Stop it, Earl.
Tables have turned, Earl.
It's too funny. Not the itis. Earl's too funny. Y'all want to catch the itis. Look, y'all want to catch the itis where Earl go to market for it. So if you want to get paid to eat fast food, you probably eat fast food anyway. Maybe you just did not know that you could earn money from doing so. The link is in the chat. The company is Market Force. Go and sign up. Earl is doing really good with making money from eating Five Guys off this site. Everybody may not have Five Guys though. Donna says, Rainer mentioned something about Carol mentioning an opportunity for actresses. I wonder what that was. Texting lonely men. Texting lonely men. So if that is something, Queen, you're interested in, I'll drop the link here in the chat. Just don't let the men come back to me. That's all I ask. You keep them. Once you get them, you keep them. They become your men, not mine. I don't want them back. So I'm going to put the link here in the chat. If you want to give it a go. And all of the text messages from them will not be peaches, cupcakes, cookies, and cream. They may take you down yonder way. You may not want to go that way. So if you don't want to go that way, bypass this side hustle. It's not for everybody. And I try to be as transparent as I possibly can up front to let you guys know what type of conversations you may have. It may start out with, hey, how are you? Where are you from? What do you like to do for fun? But it may go all the way over there. So keep that in mind, Queen Donna, if you want to try it out. The link is in the chat, Queen. And there are several companies. To me, all of them are the same. Once you start one, you'll see, you go to another one, it's the same.
Yeah.
Amy says, good evening, not work related. She says, but me and my son were baptized today. Oh, congratulations,
Well,
Queen.
congrats.
Congrats to you. Hey, do something different. He says, good evening, you all. I don't have a LinkedIn. That's okay. That is okay. Sheila says, congrats to you, Amy. Amy says, thank you. Cam says, happy to share my July earnings. Are y'all ready for Cam's testimony? Bam! Y'all see that right there? Look right there on the screen. Happy to share my July earnings. $2,255 from the apartments, Ellis and Great and Gig Spot. $395 from Casual Dining, RGB, MSI, In Touch, Insight. I average about 15 hours a week. Y'all see that? 22.
Now we got. So she got 22 and $395. That's over $2,500, and we got people who don't earn $2,500 a month working a full-time job, let alone 15 hours a week. 15 hours a week for $2,500.
And think
we
about
have people that do this consistently.
Think about that for those of you looking for part-time jobs. What if you get a part-time job and it's paying $10 an hour, 15 hours a week? That's $150, which is equivalent to what, $600 a month. Whereas to this queen decided, I don't want the part-time job. Let me do the side gigs and the side hustles, and let me see what I can make in my own time, which is over $2,000 for 1 month. With the part-time jobs, I'm not knocking it. If you have to have it, kudos to you. That's what you just have to do. But with the part-time jobs, some of the companies are going to require 15 hours a week, 10 hours a week. This is the minimum. And you have to do it because you signed a contract. So they're going to expect for you to put in those 10 hours because, again, you signed this contract. 15 hours because, again, that's what the contract states. 20 hours a week because, again, you agreed to do these 20 hours, and that is what they are going to expect from you. Whereas to the side gigs and the side hustles, if Cam wants to do 20 hours in a week, she can. That's her choice. But nobody is going to be emailing her saying, hey, you signed this contract. You said you're going to put in 15 hours a week. We expect for you to put those 15 hours a week in. So that is something to think about. Seeing the testimonies on here should motivate some of you guys that are still hiding back there behind Tan's bookcase. That should motivate you, Caroline, to come to the light and check out these side gigs and side hustles. Are we saying that everybody on here will be successful in doing mystery shops? No, that is not what we're saying. But if you're on here and you're looking for a remote job and you keep running into these brick walls, application after application, resume after resume after resume, you're not getting anywhere. What do you have to lose by going on and checking out Ellis, Gig Spot, RBG Group, MSI, In Touch Insights, and there are so many others. And Cam is not the only queen here that does these mystery shop sites and earn big money from doing so. Queen so right. This queen is hitting close to 4K a month off of mystery shop sites, and they're not even doing the same mystery shop sites. So that's just how lucrative doing mystery shop is. We can lead y'all to the water all day long. I can sit here. If y'all want work from home jobs, me and Tan can sit here and spew them out just like that, back to back to back to back to back to back. But at the same time, just because we spewing them out, that don't mean y'all gonna be able to get them. And I'm just saying, and it's just real talk. So sometimes we have to change the mindset. We have to pivot. We all got to pay Mr. Bill. He gonna be at my door in a couple of more days, want some money. So we all have to pay him. So sometimes we just have to change the mindset up and pivot. Look for the jobs. Not saying stop looking. Look for the jobs. Again, if you have to have a remote job, you just have to have one. If you got to have 2 or 3 of them to make ends meet, you just have to have them. But in the meantime, in between time, Cam signed up for Ellis. Did she have to do an interview? No. Did she have to send a resume? No. Did she have to talk to the recruiter? No. You don't have to do any of that. So don't overthink these side gigs and side hustles. Again, if you work them, they can work for you. And that's all I'm saying. And congratulations, Queen.
All right. Congrats.
Sam want to say if she want to add to that.
No, you said a mouthful and you said it all again. Like Carol said, you can't earn the money with the side gigs and side hustles. You can't. It is not unheard of for people to earn on this channel thousands of dollars. Queen, we have a queen that earns $4,000 just doing side gigs and side hustles. I'm not going to put her on the spot, but again, she has over 50 side gigs and side hustles also.
Yeah.
All right. And again,
so sure, take a screenshot so y'all can get the companies when we get off the live. Go check them out, research them.
And again, this is the thing: you start building your side gigs and side hustles. A lot of these queens and kings did not start off doing all these side gigs and side hustles at one time. They slowly, well, I'm not going to say that, they added on to what they already had. So give yourself grace. Make sure you are, learning to do, because again, a lot of this work is consistency. A lot of the work, you do the same things over and over again. If you've done one apartment mystery shop, you've done another one, and you've done another one. They're all the same. They may differ a little bit with each one, but mostly they are still the same.
So y'all be sure to take a screenshot of the companies. Go and research them for yourself.
Yeah.
Go sign up. That's all you got to do. Take the first step. Research, sign up. That's all you have to do.
Yeah. And again, if you are having questions, if you do not understand, come back on these lives. There are kings and queens here who want to help, who want to see people succeed, and are here to help with answers. So come back and ask the questions.
Yeah. Sharon says, congrats, Cam. Show Lady C says, congrats, Cam. Kizzy says, I would have gotten a job, but I told the interviewer that I could not work on camera. I read for the job description to the interviewer that they didn't disclose that on the particular job. That's right. That's the one you got to be on camera. Cam says, thank you, Yolanda. Hey. She says, hey, everyone. She says that I was looking to work. Cam says, once I got the hang of the apartment shops, I started out accepting the ones that pay $150 or more. $40 base pay. Y'all listen, $40 base pay for the shop. The bonus is $110. This is on the apartment mystery shops. She said, I started only accepting the ones that pay $150 or more. And you get to decide on which ones you want to accept. So if you see a mystery shop and it's only paying $20 and you got to go way down the street, around the corner, down another street, around another corner, and you like that $20 ain't a lot, you can negotiate with them. Hey, I need a little bit more of this. This is a bit of a ways from me, and I'm used to getting the ones that's near my home. So instead of giving me 20, can you up it to 40? And they may meet you somewhere in the middle. They may say, well, we can't do 40, but we may be able to do 35. Okay, cool. I can take 35. So she's letting you guys know that the base pay was $40. The bonus was 110, which is equal to $150 for one shop. She says, if you wait a little, the bonuses tend to creep up. So stay ready to grab them. Good tip, Queen. Thank you. Sharon says, hi, Sure Lady C. Raina says, Cam, thanks for the breakdown. Sure Lady C says, hey, Sharon. Open Vision says, thanks for the help, y'all. She says, I'm going to pray about it. I will email the recruiter with what I have and see what she says. Okay, Queen, keep us posted. Cam says, I usually check Ellis around 1 p.m. West Coast time when it seems to refresh. Donna says, thank you. I'll leave that for someone else. Okay, Donna. Kathy said, kids, I don't blame you. Dania says she got some mattress shops next week, everybody. These are by far some of the easiest shops out there. The mattress shops, you just gonna have to go in, lay on the mattress, jump on the mattress, roll around on the mattress. They're just trying to get your honest opinion, feedback about this particular mattress. That's it. That's it. So look at Market Force, everybody. Get this easy money. Do not leave this easy side hustle money on the table. So they have the mattress shops, the fast food shops, the restaurant, different types of restaurants outside of fast food. They also have the theater shops. If you have to go to McDonald's anyway, some of you guys have small children. They like the Happy Meals. They like the Egg McMuffins and the Big Macs and all of that. Take a look at this company. You could be making some money this week. Congrats, Queen Dania. Ursula says, yes, Market Force. And I'm going to put this up here what Cam said also. That's a good tip, everybody. What Cam said. Thank you, Cam, for the breakdown, Queen. Congrats, Queen Dania. Dania got some mattress shops, Tan.
Oh, okay, Dania.
Yep, she got 3. And she got 2 auto shops. Ursula says, yes, Market Force. They will call you on a regular basis. She says, like they do me weekly. They even paid a little extra money for completing a shop within 3 days. You get in the system. If you do a good job and you show them that you are dependable, they will be calling you too every week. Now, I had one to call me every day. Remember that company changed to work for? I used to do the phone shops for them. Them people would call my phone every day. So again, if you get in good, you're getting a call. They may call, they may text, they may email, whatever you have as your contact. Queen Lillian says, congrats, Cam. Denise says, congrats, Cam. Cam says, gig spot is timing is trickier. She says, I check the site daily because bonuses can appear out of nowhere. I snagged a non-recorded on-site apartment shop. She said it was for $225 that way. Totally unexpected, but she grabbed it. All right, Queen?
All right. I'm telling y'all.
She says, it as soon as I saw it. Hey, T Haven above. She says, hey, 2 chicks, OMG. Cam says, I'm not sure if those higher paying ones are jobs that got rejected and put back on the board, or if doing more apartments raises your rating and unlocks better paying work. Okay, Queen, could be.
Yeah.
Ursula says, congrats, Cam. Dania says, Ellis is the best mystery shop. She says, apartment mystery shops. T. Haven says, Cam, OMG, I got to follow your recipe. I haven't started yet on anything. Danita says, didn't Grace Hill merge with one of the other shop companies?
Grace Hill's a part of Ellis.
They're part of Ellis.
I think they still operate as 2 separate entities, though.
Okay. Cam says, either way, I'm glad I stuck with a few. I'm basically a pro at video apartment shops now. She said, just kidding. Still learning here from the best on here. It's okay, Queen. That $225, child, you can teach us some. Sharon said, when we test a fast food restaurant, do we have to pay for the food first and get reimbursed later? Yep, that's how it works, Sharon. Yes, ma'am. Kizzy says, Cam, get it. This make me so happy that you're snatching up all those apartments. She says, keep going. T Haven above says, Cam, any tips on West Coast as well? Cam says, yes, Kizzy. Ursula says, Grace Hill is also on Gig Spot and it did merge with Ellis. Cam says, for the restaurants, you have to pay up front and you do get reimbursed. I'm put that up there. Tammy says, that's awesome, Cam. And Charlotte C says, hey, Tammy. Miss Chris says, yeah, with Drips, I'm a W-2 employee with a set schedule. She says, I'm looking to add some gig work with flexible schedules. Okay, Queen. Danita says, Cam, what equipment are you using? And do you create multiple emails? And thank you. T. Haven says, hey, Sure Lady C. Tammy says, hi, Sure Lady C. T. Haven says, anybody get on with JMI? Cam says, thanks, Denise. Thank you, Earl. Earl said, that was a good sermon. He said, preach. Denise said, hey, Carl, tell us, ha, ha, ha. Yes, change the mindset and pivot. He said, amen, tell the truth and shame the devil. That's so funny. Cholet C says, hey, T. Haven. Dania says, how often does Ellis pay? Once a month, Queen, and I think they said the 21st of the month. Around the 21st, 2nd. Cam says, for the video apartments, I use the eyeglass recording. Lisa says, congrats, please share what camera you recommend. She said the eyeglass is Queen. T. Haven said, Danita, good question. They talked about converter for recording. Kizzy says, Ellis pays monthly on the 20th, like clockwork. Okay, thank you, Kizzy. Kathy said, question for the apartment mystery shoppers. If you use your phone and put it in your purse, does it muffle the sound? Danita says, thank you, T. Haven. Cam says, so for audio, I download Voice Recorder Pro. I buy a phone clip and clip it to my purse on the inside and keep the microphone on top exposed. T. Haven says, I don't know why I am scared like I'm going to fall or fail. She says, I have done the scariest side gig. I need like some motivation. Girl, that $2,200, that should have motivated you, Queen. Kid says, I never put my phone in my purse. I have 2 phones, and the one that I record on sits in a shirt that I always wear that has a pocket. I never touch my phone. Ursula says, Kathy, do not put your phone in your bag. Hold it in your hand and act like you are waiting for an important call. Do something different. Says, what is Ellis? I think it's called, is Ellis. EPMS? EPMS. Cancers, yeah, and I have a fanny shoulder. She says, and I stick my phone in there. A fanny shoulder pack, and I stick my phone in there sometimes. Danita says, thank you, Cam. Cam says, you know, like what everyone wears these days across their chest. Like, yeah, like the little fanny pack. Yeah, now that's a good idea.
Did they take you outside? Hold on.
So I put the apartment shops in the chat. If anybody is interested. Cam says you're welcome. T. Hayden says, Cam, did you start doing bonus only? What did you start with? Leah Love and Lass says, awesome tips, ladies. Cam says, so I don't see video shops on Ellis anymore. I see them on Gig Spot. She says they are paying $175 to $300. Thank you, Queen. And Gig Spot, I got the link for Gig Spot. If anybody is interested in that one, the link is in the chat. Y'all be sure to get these eggs. Charlotte C says, hey, Live, Love, and Laugh. T. Haven, she says, anybody get on with JMI? Danita says, when Will one of you gig best do a channel showing one of your apartment shops? T. Haven says, Danita, yes. Leah Loveland says, hello, short lady C. T. Haven says, I will do the live videos once I get started. Cam says, thanks, Lillian. Hey, Queen D. She says, good evening, everyone. Starting a new week with Prolific. Just starting with Gig Spot and Pillar A, still building the basket. She says, D from New Jersey. All right, Queen. Congrats. Congrats to you, Queen. And if you are interested in Pillar 8, this is the one where you are reading the scripts. Easy, non-phone 1. No interview and work anytime. Pillar 8, everybody get another good egg to get in the basket. Non-phone, no interview. You are not talking to anyone. You are just reading a script from your computer. Don't overthink the side gigs and the side hustles. They are not as hard as you may think. Yep, T. Haven, come on, Queen. Get some of these good mystery shop sites. Kizzy says, Cam, those sound like Grace Hill, the training factor shops, 150 to 300. You can auto-assign it to yourself on the training factor. Queen Sheila said, which one is the phone shop? Gig Spot, Queen. Kathy says, thank you guys for the tips. Y'all are the best. You're welcome, Kathy. Thanks to the queens, because Tan and myself, we don't really do those anymore. But thank the queens. Yes. T. Haven says, I saw Grace Hill in my email. Okay, it's Ellis. Danita says, thank you to Grace Hill answer. Kizzy says, Danita, we cannot disclose the client apartment that we shop as we could be at risk of being banned from the company. Hey, Jazz. She says, good evening, ladies. Maria, she says, what do you suggest for remote work from home jobs? I speak 3 languages. This is my first time on the chat. So if you are a beginner, Maria, now we do post a lot of jobs, Queen, and I'm not sure like exactly what you're interested in, but if you are new to working from home, I would say look at the beginner friendly list. And you can also, if you don't see a Spanish position on the website, you can also let the recruiters know that you're bilingual and that you speak 3 different languages. Sometimes they won't have it posted, but they are always looking for people that are bilingual. So Kizzy, she dropped some companies. Y'all be sure to take a screenshot.
Yeah, the shadow agency. I was going to say that one too.
Of these mystery shop sites. And I did put a link in the chat for some more mystery shop companies. Pam says Grace Hill about Ellis along with many other companies. It sure says Market Force calls me 2 to 3 times a week. Most of the time it's for 5 guys. When I'm tired of eating that, I take my daughter or any of her friends, can't turn down money. That's funny, Queen.
All right, Cheryl.
Yeah, right. Like, we'll take it now. We ain't turning it down. Cholet C says, welcome, Maria. T. Haven says, Kizzy, thank you for the inside info. Sharon says, Grace Hill also acquired the training factor. Hey, Queen Angela, she says, for audio, I have a small disc size device and place it in a shirt pocket.
Right.
Queen Angela, another queen, everybody, that made right at 2K for the month of July off of mystery shop sites and some other side hustle sites.
And let me just interrupt you. There are kings and queens on here that make just as much as a full-time job. These kings and queens come on here faithfully and share their experiences, share their tips and tricks. Make sure you come on and talk with these kings and queens, interact with these kings and queens, because you can also be making the same money. Queen Angela, consistently makes thousands of dollars a month. It's another queen, 3 or 4 other queens I can name off the top of my head that make money every month consistently doing these side gigs and side hustles. So this is not anything we are talking about. We do know about the side gigs and side hustles, and I have not made that many thousands of dollars a month doing Ellis because I did it back in 2010, and their bonuses was nothing compared to what they give now.
Right.
I could make at least $1,000 a month doing part time, and it was very part time. I could make, I say $1,500 a month. I think that's the most I've ever made, to be honest and transparent. But again, I was doing it back in 2010, 2011, in those times. So the money was a little different than it is now. But again, these kings and queens are telling the truth. They are on here speaking facts because you can make that money. So again, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Once you do one apartment shop, you can do another. They are basically all the same. No matter what company it's with, no matter what, you're doing the same thing. You ready, Carol?
Yep.
All right. So here is, we're going to start talking about what you guys have been waiting on. And that is the Get Paid to Sleep. Carol will put the link in the chat, and I will be talking about the companies. We have 8 of them, and I will go over them. So the first one is that we're going to talk about is called Each Night, and they pay for reviewing mattresses. So the concept is really simple. The company will recruit people to test mattresses for a certain period of time. Most of the time, it's like 30 days. You sleep on the mattress as you normally would, and you provide feedback. And they may ask you questions like, is the mattress comfortable? Do you think you got a better sleep? Was it too firm? Was it too soft? Did you wake up during the night? You may also be required to provide video feedback after testing. These opportunities are not permanent jobs. Again, they're side hustles. They recruit a small amount of testers for each campaign. So you may want to bookmark this one and periodically check if they have tasks available. I'll call them tasks. If they have opportunities available to do the feedback on mattresses. The next one is, I think, Sleepopolis. Is it Sleepopolis? Yep, Sleepopolis. And again, this is a company that, again, is in the mattress industry. And in the spare time, they look for people to test mattresses, review mattresses, write about mattresses. And also they want to know about sleeping habits. Some of these opportunities may be for people who are insomniacs, people who are light sleepers, people who have trouble sleeping. They even sometimes call them fussy sleepers. So if you know somebody, or if you are somebody, if you can't sleep because it's too hot, you can't sleep because the mattress is too hard, or you can't sleep if somebody is snoring, or if you have 6 pillows, you might be the type of person that Sleepopolis is looking for and wants feedback from you. Now, these aren't necessarily opportunities that are available all year round. Again, they are tasks, side gigs, side hustles. So again, make sure you check that company periodically. Same goes for number 3, Sleep Junkie. They pay people to, answer questions about their sleep, about mattresses, about your sleeping habits, and they need people. So again, they're just like Sleepopolis. Sleep Junkie and Sleepopolis are really the same. They are looking for people to test mattresses and also find about your sleep habits. So bookmark them. Again, they don't have work available all the time. It is basically task driven. So if they have it available, they will post it. The next two are the mystery shop that that do hotel shops, and that is Bestmark and Coil, number 5 and number 6. So basically, they do hotel mystery shopping. So if you travel and you are looking to stay in a hotel, you can get paid to basically stay in a hotel room. So what you basically will do is, depending on the assignment, they'll ask you, things about your hotel stay. How easy was the check-in? Was the room clean? Was the bed comfortable? How did the staff treat you? And then you'll submit the detailed report. But again, this is not going to pay you thousands or hundreds of dollars, but it will, number one, may get you a free trip, a free hotel stay on your vacation. Or again, it may just put some extra money in your pocket. Number 5 is Flourish Research, and they do sleep studies. So Flourish Research conducts clinical research studies. They do sleep studies. So in this, I have an example. I did not put the link to this particular study, but if you're in the Miami, Florida area now, they are looking for somebody to do a sleep study for up to $1,825. Now, that doesn't mean you can sign up today and get $1,825. You still have to go through the eligibility requirements and stuff like that. And studies open and close, and the compensation amount can depend on the visits you have to do, and things like that, what all you have to do. You have to complete screenings first. They could be looking for somebody in particular age group. You want to make sure you read the requirements and don't lie to qualify. Now, because researchers need the accurate information, because they're conducting actual scientific studies and actual scientific research. But 1825, y'all, that made me look twice. I wanted to be in the Miami area. So
right.
You know,
18, hey, I'm gonna lay out on the mattress, jump on it. What else they want me to do? Roll around?
Yeah. So again, I was looking at that. I was like, 1825. Do I need to go sleep in Miami for a day or something?
Right.
The next one, number 6, is another research study option, and it's the Henry Ford Sleep Research. Now, this is interesting, but it's not. They all don't always have research studies about sleep. They have all kinds of things related to sleep. So, insomnia, stress, pregnancy and sleep, night shift workers, sleep schedules, sleep quality, circadian rhythms, and how they got so much stuff, and how your lifestyle affects your sleep. So somebody watching tonight can actually be a fit for some of these research studies and not even realize it. If you work overnight, if you have an unusual schedule, if you regularly struggle with being able to sleep, there may be occasionally be research studies looking for people with those type of issues. Now, again, bookmark these sites so you can know what current research studies they're looking for. The next one is, and the last one is Johns Hopkins. And let me get information on that one. Hold on, I forgot. And the last one is Johns Hopkins, and they also look for people who have sleep issues, sleep disturbances, stress, mental performance, health behaviors. They have all types of studies. So Again, make sure you look on those sites. These studies might not be available right now, this minute, but again, bookmark these sites. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Because I don't want y'all to leave this live thinking, oh, these were interested, but how do I find more? One thing that I say, if you're looking for things like that, go in Google and type paid sleep studies near me, university sleep participants, clinical research sleep study, paid insomnia study, paid night shift study, paid mattress tester. Make sure you put those in Google, because again, those are some ways you can do, but also watch out for scams, because there are scams also. So make sure if you're looking for something like that in your area, like we tell y'all with focus groups, put those same things in Google. Sleep studies near me, focus group. The same thing we tell you with focus groups, do that for sleep studies, for things that are near you, especially if you have a big medical district near you. A lot of times those type of hospitals and stuff do a lot of studies that us, the regular public, don't know about, especially if you have like a research hospital near you, or a research, what is that called? If you have a research college near you, for lack of better terms, or a research hospital. Put paid research studies or paid focus groups in Google near me, and see what's near you. Because a lot of things that we talk about, sometimes it may be in our area, not all the time, but we go for things that are in our area, especially with focus groups and things like that. So make sure you are looking for things in your area. And also, I did put some other things, some apps that you can use to run in the background, basically while you sleep, like Nielsen Pulse, National Consumer Panel, and Mobile Expression. Those are apps that are running in the background for passive income also. So make sure you check those out too. And Carol put the link in the chat.
Thank you, Kizzy. So Kizzy was saying that she gets so many apartment shops with clear evaluations. I put the link in the chat. Everybody go and check that one out. Also, she sent us a link to the Training Factor, another good mystery shop side hustle egg, and it is also in the chat. So thank you, Queen Kizzy.
Thank you.
Thank you for that info. We appreciate you, sister. So y'all be sure to check those out. And y'all already know we got to get out of here because Sleeping Beauty got to go to sleep.
You got to get up and walk in the morning.
Hey, Queen Bougie, Queen Lisa. Hey. Okay, Ursula. Ursula said, she says, wow, these are great ideas. John Hopkins is in Maryland, 25 minutes from her.
All right.
Tammy said, I'm laying in the bed with my earbuds in and I'm laughing. My husband just rolled up and looked at me, shaking his head. It ain't our fault, Queen. But okay, everybody, we're going to exit stage.
Right. Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all so much for coming to join us tonight. We appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Bye-bye. Y'all be sure to get the sleeping eggs in the basket. Link is in the chat, and we are out. Bye, y'all. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, YouTube.